Hey guys, it's Sean O'Connell, the managing director here at CinemaBlend, and we are still reeling from the fact that The Matrix is coming back to theaters as Keanu Reeves and Carrie-Anne Moss are reuniting for The Matrix 4, but I'm going to tell you why I'm a little bit concerned by this announcement. Before we go and do that though, do me a favor and go down to the comment section, hit subscribe, turn on your notifications. We post videos like this all the time on CinemaBlend's YouTube page, and we don't want you guys to miss a single one of them. First and foremost, it will be almost 20 years between the last Matrix film, Matrix Revolutions, and this untitled Matrix 4 by the time the new chapter hits theaters. We are under the impression that Matrix 4 is going to begin filming in 2020, which means that the earliest that we would probably see an effects-heavy sequel like this in theaters is 2021, possibly even 2022, if Lana Wachowski, who's going to be directing this film, works at the pace of James Cameron on his Avatar properties. That is a really long time to expect a fan base to remember what has happened in the Matrix films, or to get a new audience to care about where the story could potentially go. Now, I will say that the idea that they're reviving the franchise after a near 20-year hiatus means that Lana Wachowski potentially has a great idea that she needs to tell, and it was good enough to convince the original stars to return to the franchise, but I am still concerned about any property that tries to blow 20 years of dust off of it to bring a new chapter back to theaters. The second reason why I'm concerned is because Matrix Part 2 and 3 weren't actually great. The Matrix kind of falls into that franchise where it has one really amazing film and then a couple of sequels that try to chase after that glory. I'm reminded of the Jaws franchise, again, a Spielberg masterpiece that has 3 sequels that tried to chase after it and failed. And not to harp on Steven Spielberg, but I think you could also say the same thing about the Jurassic Park franchise, in that there was one masterpiece and then several sequels that try to chase after that glory. The Matrix can actually fall victim to this. All of the sequels are trying to be as good as the original one was, and the original one was a groundbreaking piece of cinema that absolutely changed how movies were made post-1999. Again, I'm going to say that if they're bringing it back after this long time, they have a reason to do it, but if you're telling me that there's more Matrix films, I'll tell you that there are 2 disappointing ones and 1 great one, so that trend doesn't necessarily mean that Matrix 4 is going to revive the franchise back to the levels of the first movie. The third and final reason why I'm going to say I'm concerned about the announcement of a Matrix Part 4 is that the complete creative team is not actually reuniting for Matrix 4. Lana Wachowski says that she will be back to co-write and direct Matrix 4, but she will not be joined by her sister Lily Wachowski, and these two have worked together on all of their films from the time that they entered the industry. We don't know exactly what's going on with Lily Wachowski's career. There have been rumors that she has retired from the film industry, and they have not had any projects together since doing Jupiter Ascending in 2015, and of course they worked together on the television series Sense8. But we fully connected the Matrix trilogy to both Wachowski siblings, and so it's unusual that only one is coming back and not the other. The other person missing from the announcement was Lawrence Fishburne, who of course played Morpheus in the first 3 Matrix films. Because his name was absent, there has been speculation that a storyline that was rumored to come around years ago of a young Morpheus might actually be used here. And at the time, there was even talk that Michael B. Jordan could play that character. It's still early to speculate on that, but the fact that Lily Wachowski and Lawrence Fishburne are not fully part of the project does have me a little bit worried. Those are the 3 reasons why I am not quite as excited for the news of Matrix 4 as the rest of you seem to be, so now it's your turn to tell me why I'm wrong. Go down to the comments section, list all of the reasons why you are very excited for a 4th Matrix, and while you're down there, do me a favor, hit subscribe and turn on your notifications. We're always commenting on the latest movie and entertainment news here at CinemaBlend, and we want you guys to be able to follow along and comment on all of our videos.